game. When you gonna be ready? Hello?
Delivery one?
See Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's George in the fourth.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury. Came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And Williams, here we go. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Nobody near George. Cavaliers with the rebound.
I guess even he has just one of those once in a while.
Williams. Love. The rebound by Paul George. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. They have to build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the road.
And here is Ellis. After J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Out left to the wing. And Miles kicks to George. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
And it's Smith penetrating. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Here's Hill. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. There's the screen. Here's Mahinmi. No luck. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. But this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Shot clock at 6. Hill kicks to Ellis. Indiana again missing. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Smith the pass to Williams. The dish to Love. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Hill. They double hit with James. On the wing, Ellis. Outside for Miles. And the 3 ball is good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
It's Williams with the drive, and it's sent back by Hill. And he recovers it. They get it back. Hangs in the air. And a nice bucket inside from Moskov.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Williams against Hill. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And the Pacers another three.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Hill against Williams. Hill dishes to Ellis. No good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Excellent D there from Moskov.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Love. James kicks to Smith. The feed now to Love. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Love's got 5. Outside Hill. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Both free throws good from Hill. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. Pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Picked by Moskov. Back to LeBron. 5 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for C.J. Miles. The Pacers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9.
I found Monte's shot, boy.
Once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column.
What you got for me, nigga? Bunch of motherfucking train jokes.
Williams, following the basket by Rodney Stuckey. Mozgov a screen on Hill. Picked by Mozgov. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by LeBron. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Now, here's George. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cavaliers trailing. Now James. 6 points for him. Williams passes to James. Love with the screen for James. Left side, Love. Stolen by Ellis. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Mozgov with the block. The offensive rebound. Out to Stuckey. Here's Ellis. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Williams leading the charge. Scooped up.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And George, here we go. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Your heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Smith for 3. The Pacers pull it in.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
He had like an hour ago, like 9:30. Don't be smiling at that, man. For real.
And a wide open look for James.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Ellis can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Love right side. Shot is no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
What's up, Papa?
That's my man. That's my man.
Stuckey dishes to George. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his bag. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
Wasted no time on that one.
Better coming up there.
And the Pacers lead by 8.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Ellis kicks to Hill. kicks it out to Ellis. George passes to Stuckey. Fires for three. Here's the foul. It's
Come on, Paul George. You got to knock that shit down,
number 2
man.
for him. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Ellis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. Now here is Hill. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out. Hill dishes to Turner. It's deflected. Hill kicks to Hill. And it falls over the rim and in.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Outside Jefferson. He kicks it to Verajao. Thompson is screen on Turner. To the inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Dellavedova is really good. His teammates.
With the pass. Here's Hill. Out to Stuckey. It's back to Hill. The scoring fast and furious. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Verajao at the 4 and 5. Harris is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Wow, way off on that one.
Oh, my God.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Buttinger, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pacers didn't have the year they wanted to last season, and still their defense was right near the top. They kind of hang their head on that, don't they?
Exactly. I mean, that is what this team's culture is all about, defense. And even in a down year, they were very hard to play against for other teams.
Hill passes to Buttinger. And Turner, the bucket on the assist from Buttinger.
I tell you, wow, that's what he do.
By 2.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And the Pacers defense as strong as ever. And you mentioned 4th in points allowed in terms of their opponents. How about 3rd also in opponent field goal percentage?
Out to Harris. Pass to Dellavedova. Second shot opportunity. No luck. Good work defensively by Turner.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot. You know, with the Pacers, a lot of their success on defense comes from protecting the rim and controlling the boards. They were top 5 in the NBA in rebounds per game. They know that hitting the boards is a big part of being a good defensive team.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
To end the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
God in my flesh, in my bones.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Knocked away. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that.
Yeah.
Still able to get 2 points.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his...
Getting a chance to start games. It blew up for him from there. Posted career high averages across the board.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dellavedova dishes to Jefferson. Here's Thompson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Here's Harris. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Hill. And Thompson.
Come on, man. That nigga try to kill my man. Damn.
And slam dunk by Harris.
I wish they had replays on this shit.
Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean
they used to have it.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flip.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Hill. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Drops in the tray. Hill's got 7.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Jefferson kicks to Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Screen by Young. Turner passes to Budding. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
What?
Smith's shot is good.
Tell him come here. Tell him come
Wide
here.
open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And Young kicks to Buddington. Pass to Turner. Up and in for the
Yo,
basket.
come here. What are you doing today, sir?
Nothing.
Don't touch her again. Go to sleep. If I gotta tell you again, I'm whooping your ass. Go to sleep.
Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right
We
away.
got 3 turnovers. That's good. Keep it up, fellas.
Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15 and 26 on the year, and it cost them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly with George being out for most of the year. His absence was most noted in those tough road games, I think.
Indiana making some changes. Ellis comes in for Chase Budinger. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. The Cavaliers trail by 13. The drive by James. And he slams that one down.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim. And for the Pacers, perhaps the biggest loss of the season for them was on the road. Couldn't get it done in Memphis on the final day of the season to try and get into the postseason.
Cleveland's gotten goals from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Well, here's a little factoid about the Pacers on the road last season, guys. They were much better shooting free throws on the road. The difference between their road and home free throw percentage was the largest positive mark in the league. It's kind of strange.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time. Before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
Now Young, following the 3-point attempt by Kevin Love. Clock at 6. And it's Turner off the drive. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Talk about some great numbers for Turner. He's got 8 points and the 1 steal. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that could just do it as well as he does on both ends.
And he sinks the second. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade. and that got him going, I think.
And Young kicks to Ellis. Beyond the arc. Young's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Williams. Love kicks to Williams. Wallace with it. Picked up by Ellis. Out to Smith. From outside, off the mark.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge.
That was my fault, fellas.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Mozgov with the steal. Second chance shot. The Cavaliers have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. He's off on the first. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Ellis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ellis has got 13.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in the game.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they play best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Young dishes to Ellis. Ellis draws the double. Back to Young. Ellis with it. He's got 13. Just 4 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the shot is good. And it's 13 points here for George.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Mozgov with the bucket.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Ellis. He dishes it to Turner. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And James throws it down.
Up high and down hard with the one-handed.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stops, pops, offensive rebound. Williams kicks to Love. Smith wide open, he fires. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Smith. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by James. And so that's the end of the first half. Pacers lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 16 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Mahinmi is out there with Paul George. And it's Miles.
That pass was supposed to be for Mahinmi. Why would he throw it to Paul George?
Right? It was last touched by Hill.
Why?
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now here's LeBron. And there's the pass to Dellavedova. Inside. Out to the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Mahinmi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Stuckey for 3. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start this season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. In the corner, Stuckey with it. For 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here is Hill. Stuckey outside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Harris. Dishes to Thompson. Passes it to Harris. To the middle. Here's Dellavedova. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he can't hit the second. Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries,
in and out. Get in there.
Playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
Stolen by Thompson.
I peeped something, too.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now. Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Here's Dellavedova. The drive by James. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And both free throws, good for James. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pacers leading by 4. Hill has the open look. No good from outside.
And, you know, the Pacers have made the playoffs in each of the last 4 seasons prior to last year's miss. Hard for a team that was coming off back-to-back conference finals appearances to stomach that. But with the injuries, they'll be better and back in the playoffs next year, I'm sure.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside. That shot becomes effortless. Oh!
I mean, just beautiful.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. And Thompson kicks to Harris. No good. That would have tied it.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Kicks it to Mahimi. Outside, George. They swipe it. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
And they made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. They set the pick. Ellis, the pass to Hill. Shoots from the corner. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Cavaliers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Harris misses.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Here's LeBron. Excellent D there from Hill.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Young's checked in. There's the pass to Hill. That's tipped. Thompson comes with the double team. And Young kicks to Ellis. Here's Mahimi. And Thompson sends it back. In the corner, it's James. Here's Thompson.
That's bullshit, man.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. Indiana again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Here's Young. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. One-on-one fast break. That jam! Beautiful.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Hill dishes to Young. Ellis fires. Cans the shot from the wing. Ellis has got 18 points. The Cavaliers trail by 3. The drive by Smith. Jefferson passing to Love. Back to Jefferson. To the paint. Pulls up on the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Young outside. Outside Hill. 4 on the clock. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And the best is good. 16 points.
If J.R. Smith could shoot like that in real life, they might have won the finals.
He's just too open.
From deep, Miles. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Love throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You
To my last year.
Simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
God damn, just go.
Ellis kicks to Hill. Kicks it out to Ellis. There's the pick. Shoots off the screen. Puts it up. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mozgov's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jefferson. The rebound by Young.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
A bad shot.
It doesn't
A
go
fucking
either for
horrible
Ellis.
shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Jefferson, that's good.
I gotta get my shit together.
And Indiana shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower. They didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
James checked in for Richard Jefferson. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Paul George comes in for C.J. Miles. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Young. Williams kicks to Love. Smith on the wing. It's stolen by Hill. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got the fast break chance. Here's George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 17 points here for George.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here's Love from the arc. Excellent D there from Hill.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Indiana leading. And here is Stuckey. He's got 10.
Oh, shit, I forgot I put him at the 3.
It's stolen by Smith.
Ah.
Here's James for the lead. But they get it back. Here's Mozgov.
That was my fault, y'all. I forgot I put Paul George at the 3.
We've reached the end of 3. Indiana out in front, leading by a point. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Indiana shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Williams is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Mozgov in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ellis. Love grabs the board. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cavaliers trailing. Smith outside. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
LeBron up top. He's guarded by Hill. The shot's good from LeBron. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Young's checked in for George Hill. Young dishes to Hill. He feeds it to Turner. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And that's 15 points for Miles Turner.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks. Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 5. The drive by James. And that one's good. LeBron's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. And that's now 17 points for Miles Turner.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
And Stuckey led the charge to the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about, but all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yes, third in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench, first in the NBA in bench rebounding, and top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejao checked in for Moscow. Jefferson comes in for James. Harris is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mo Williams.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up.
That nigga was on the floor and you got back and recovered.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Damn, man.
Pacers trailed by 7. Ellis with it. Jefferson picks him up. And Young, here we go. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. And it's wide right. It's Jefferson outside. Cleveland gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Full 24-second shot clock. So it's the Cavaliers now. Here's Dellavedova. Harris outside. Feeds to Dellavedova. Varejao passes to Dellavedova. Soft touch off the glass.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Young, here we go. Here's Ellis. And the layup's good off the glass. Ellis has got 20.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Pick by Varejao. Here's Dellavedova, defended by Young. Here's Love. Another miss by Love.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Stuckey kicks to Mahimi. And that one misses. And some changes here for the Pacers. George is checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in for Young.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. A bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Dellavedova. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Love. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yo.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Hill with it. Picked up by Harris. Ellis kicks to Mahinmi. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Jefferson. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from three last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Out to Harris. And taken away by Ellis.
I know, rolling. I mean, they mad at the Bulls. Now they want to beat
back to George.
They want to beat down
no good. Some solid defense from Harris.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look.
That nigga ain't gonna win, man. Fuck no. I'll do this, man.
And so here's Cleveland.
Don't come at me like that, though.
Hell of it over. This is the Verajah. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And for Verajah, his wild hair, frenetic style, long hair, him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Braun, he's checked in for Jefferson. Smith comes in for Harris. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
What jersey is
Greg, you're talking about Verajah. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. And hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Here's James.
I gotta stop letting this. I gotta stop for these niggas.
The whistle and a lot of contact there. And he can't get the first one.
Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough. He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunities.
Pacers trailed by 8. Now Hill.
See the San Antonio game?
Outside, George. And he goes in for the dunk.
Did they change the Major League
Big Boy?
Yeah, he got a fade.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe it'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Smith with it. LeBron outside. Thompson right side. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
Tristan Thompson.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And there's the call on James. It's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career high 55% from the floor.
And for C.J. Miles, he should can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
And it's good. Walk through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Turner's checked in for Indiana.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how brilliant throw down.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Now here's LeBron. Verajao with a screen on Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And George, here we go.
George having a fantastic game. He has 23 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Cleveland leading by 5. Williams kicks to Verajao. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. And the foul on Mo Williams. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verajao. And it's Kevin Love in for Thompson. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
George with the ball. Now Smith defending. Williams with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Oh! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys. Wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the basket by Hill.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
The drive by James. Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 11 points for Love. Hill passes to George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Mo Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Flawless trip to the free throw line that time, and that gap just got a little narrower.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. In the corner, it's James. That 3 off the mark. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And C.J. Miles with the slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the deep and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole is a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Ellis dishes to George. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines and have him get that good a look. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That nigga keep doing that corny ass fucking run to the baseline shit. That shit weak, man. That shit weak, bro. Good game. Yeah, that shit weak, but good game, bro.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Nigga, I shot, bitch, I got damn near 43s. Fuck is you talking about?
That nigga said 40?
Yeah, nigga, I got 33, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? And I hit 11. I hit 11 for 33, nigga.
It's a 7-point game.
You just said the nigga that
Perfectly.
Yeah, nigga frauding.
That brings their lead up to even more.
Oh, I shot 33, I hit 11.
And the Pacers call time here. They trailed by 7. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. 2 shots. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
You don't want it?
Timeout here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're losing by 8. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go.
I hate losing to sorry ass niggas, man. That shit boil my blood.
Comment after that.
Adios.
And really just a great
Yeah,
play
you sorry.
to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot.
You get another team, you look lost.
And there's the call on James. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaking.
I'm just playing, man.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
This nigga always got something to say.
Yeah, I hate losing, nigga. Listen, you don't mind losing. Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. 2 wins to 100. Good job, nigga. Fucking weirdo. Hey, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Good job. 2 to 100. Good job, buddy.
Nigga, cause I ain't even use that baseline.
Man,
Mo, when I told him he was running that pick and he wasn't running it, nigga. You soft, nigga. I ain't even used the baseline play. I did that shit 2 times. I can't stand the baseline play.
Good job, buddy.
You try to go, hey,
Good
Monty,
job.
when we played, remember you try to go baseline on me? I said, hell no. Yeah. I took that all or what? That nigga was lost when I took that base.